My name is Robert Espinoza.
My name is Riya Sanghvi.
My name is Deonte Lee.
My name is Marvel Johnson. I'm a senior psychology major.
And I'm a chemical engineer.
Media and culture studies and studio art with an emphasis on photography.
And I'm a chemical engineering major.
I studied abroad in Munich, Germany last summer.
Argentina and Chile.
Taiwan for 6 weeks.
So my study abroad program was Semester at Sea, which was a 4-month-long period where I lived on a cruise ship and then got to travel to 9 countries around the world.
Probably the friendships I made, because we ended up socializing with tons of students from all over the world.
Paragliding over the Himalayan mountains with my friend for $30. And for me, being a low-income student and having the opportunity to go paragliding over the mountains for $30 was just extremely amazing.
Hiking in the Andes. We were hiking on top of ice that had a river under it. So that was kind of scary, but I'll never forget it, so it was really awesome.
We went to this mountain, which was also they had this monastery, but also a beer garden there. So we drank beer, had a lot of fun, had watermelon and fun stuff. We were all just singing songs on the U-Bahn back for an hour.
I went to Ghana, and when I was there, I got to go to the Cape Coast slave castles, which is where the slaves left Ghana in order to go to their various locations. To see that and experience that firsthand was just really powerful for me, and too powerful for myself, and it meant a lot for myself and my ancestors.
Definitely. As an engineer, it's a little tricky to find courses I could take abroad. So the best thing for me to do was to take an internship, or a research internship I should say. Thankfully there's lots of amazing science going on in different parts of Asia, so I chose Taiwan.
I used my program to basically fulfill some general ed requirements.
My major played a huge role in me choosing Germany because obviously Germany is an industrial hub, so engineering is a huge part of their culture as well.
Not necessarily. I think with my majors, being media and culture studies and studio art, I was able to be pretty flexible in terms of the program that I was choosing.
Yes, but I don't mind because I did apply really late. I should have applied earlier. Honestly, wouldn't regret it. Everything all the experience that I've had, I wouldn't trade it for the world. It really doesn't matter that I graduated a quarter behind.
No, definitely not. So because I studied abroad in summer, it was my choice. I think the only thing, if anything, it set me back in was getting an internship.
Study abroad didn't affect my classes or my graduation date, but once I came back, I decided that I wanted to do a double major. So it actually really helped my academics.
I thought it would be difficult for me to finance studying abroad, but honestly it paid for itself. I reached out to different scholarships. I was really organized when I was applying to scholarships. I don't really consider myself to be a stereotypical study abroad student. My parents don't come from money. I'm a first generation college student. I'm a first generation American citizen. I'm the only one in my family who was born in America.
So because of this, I looked a lot into scholarships and what I could do to provide as much funding as I could.
Yeah, so financing for Semester at Sea, it's an extremely expensive program. So the cost of tuition here at UCR for an entire year is very similar to the cost of tuition for Semester at Sea for one semester. So it's extremely difficult, especially as a low-income person. So I applied for a lot of scholarships. I used my financial aid.
I was able to win a UC EAP Promise Award, and after that I was fortunate enough to cover the rest of my trip with the Gilman Scholarship.
So I did receive the UC EAP Promise Scholarship, and I applied to the Gilman.
I got one from the UCR Education Abroad office, and I also got one from the UC EAP Promise Awards.
I applied for the Diversity Abroad Scholarship. I also applied for 2 other scholarships specifically from the institution of Semester at Sea. So in terms of studying abroad, I feel that everyone can do it, especially as people of color, because there's so many opportunities and resources out there that will allow you to study abroad, especially for free. I don't believe in paying for travel, so neither should you.
Your best resources would probably be the UCR Education Abroad office. They have a really awesome website with a link to all their scholarships.
I actually had someone from the ARC read over one of my letter of motivation. Yeah.
I went to the writing center. I spent a lot of time there honing my writing skills, writing my essays, making them very perfect.
I always went to my study abroad advisors as soon as I completed my application and be like, can you read this over and tell me what you think? And then I also would go to the ARC in order to get new ideas and how to further explain my story in a more compelling way.
When you have a scholarship essay that's about 500 words and you end up getting $1,000 or $2,000 on it, it really pays off. Like I'm basically getting paid a lot to just write a couple words, so it's not really hard. It's not as hard as you think it is.
I say just go. Just don't think about it.
Do it. What's the worst that could happen?
Drop that hesitation and just do it.
Why are you not trying to go live your best life?
I know it's kind of cliche because everyone says like, oh, going abroad will change you. And it really does. It's just, my life is completely different now.
Everyone is worried, everyone is scared, but once you get there, all of that goes away.
I really can't imagine my life without studying abroad now that I've done it and like made the effort.
My motto is to take risks, because risks give the biggest rewards. I went to go travel to 9 countries. I went paragliding over the Himalayan mountains. I went skydiving in South Africa, and I got to view the world's largest collection of African art from the African diaspora in South Africa. And that was an experience that I can never take back, especially within my 20s.
If more people study abroad, let's say more people from here study abroad, our country would be a much better place because we'd have more understanding and we'd be able to kind of see through misconceptions or that maybe we might see in the media, you know, maybe like that we're scared of, we think the world is very scary, very dangerous, but it's really not. And so many other cultures are so welcoming and so kind, and there's a lot we can learn from them. You know, so I definitely just say, just do it. You know, just don't even think about it. It's going to be a good decision. Trust me.